What's going on, everybody? Here we are back, day number 5 of 100, and we're back today. Going to hit chest and shoulders. Going to really blow up the chest, blow up the shoulders, and ensure we return to intensity in the gym. So we're going to go in there. We're going to go as hard as we can. Every set is going to be all out, really sprinting in the gym because I feel like I'm coming back a little bit. But as you know, I had some lingering effects from the illness that I had. And so I feel like I'm returning to natural form, but we got to go in there and prove it. We're going to do so today doing chest and shoulders. So it's going to be fun. We'll get into the lift here in a second, but just a programming note. Yesterday I had to take off. So yesterday was day 4. I took a rest. I overestimated my ability to recover. And since I hadn't been in the gym for, I guess, a week, and then I did 3 days in a row. The 4th day I was zapped. So took yesterday off. Today we're back to chest and shoulders. Originally I thought I would be doing legs today, but I've concocted a new 10-day split. And I believe, I'll have to look at my notes, but I believe this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna do chest and shoulders today, day 1. Legs, arms, back, off. So that's 5 days. 4 exercises, and then after that we're going to return to shoulders and chest. So I'll do shoulders first and then chest, and then I believe it's going to be legs. I think actually I might put legs right in the slot before that. I don't know, those two are interchangeable, but really it's just going to repeat itself. Arms, back, off. So we'll detail it as we go. Of course, everything that you do in your life, you have to have a long-term vision and a plan, but you can't be afraid to make short-term, day-to-day adjustments to ensure that you stay on track towards the ultimate goal, which for me is to look as aesthetic as possible, and specifically in this phase, as lean as possible. So regardless of if I'm training or I'm off, every single day I'm getting at least an hour of low intensity, steady state cardio in. It's my favorite cardio to do. You know, other people maybe like the Stairmaster. It's never been my thing because it detracts from the days that I want to do leg weight training exercises. I like to keep it as low stress on both my knees and my leg muscles as possible. And what I found for myself is that walking is an activity that I like to do. I can go do it outside. I can think about whatever I want to think about. It's tranquil, almost meditative, and it feels good. I enjoy it. So I'm doing at least an hour of that a day, no matter what. I'm going to start incorporating sauna. The problem is the 24 that's by me has a terrible sauna. Sauna never works, and when it doesn't get hot enough. And depending on the various times of day, the traffic can be quite congested in Houston. So I have to really time the sauna visit and the drive with the traffic, and sometimes it's just too much. It's all excuses, but that's just to say I'm going to start incorporating sauna a little bit more heavily. I like how it makes me feel, how it drains the water, especially in a leaning out phase. So we're day 5 of the diet, day 5 of this cut training program. And we're going to go in. So we're going to hit incline. It's going to be a pretty normal chest and shoulder day. Incline bench. And then we'll probably do some flies, both incline and lying. We'll do some cable flies. We'll do a pullover. We'll do a pec deck. That's pretty much standard for chest. And then we will transition to shoulders. We'll do lateral raises. Probably a good portion of the shoulder part of the show is going to be lateral raises, dumbbell lateral raises. We'll probably hit a few of the machine lateral raises, maybe a front delt, standing front, alternate front delt, and then a rear delt, and that'll be the day. Maybe shrugs as well, depending on what the timing's looking like. Want to be in there about 2 hours. I think that's my hallmark to complete a successful lift, because not only does that mean I've been training my muscles for 2 hours, but also I've been burning calories. I've been expending calories for 2 hours. You add on top of that an hour of walking, and I hover around 4,500 burned. And I consume around 2875. Now, that can go 10% either way. They say you can overestimate or underestimate your calories by as much as 30, but if you're really counting, I would say it's more so around 10%. And that's just from the odds and ends. Maybe you added a little too much oil, maybe some more fruit than necessary, maybe you did a little less than you did yesterday. There's just some variability there. So that's equating to, on training days, a 1,500 calorie deficit. Now that is pretty steep. I don't like to keep it there, but the way that we make up that difference is by every week we implement a cheat meal, and that spikes our glycogen. It allows our bodies to refuel, to have more energy going into the week ahead, and fill up our muscles so we can then deplete them back down, fill them up again. And what is happening is the muscles remain and the fat is stripped away. So we keep our diet high carbohydrate, high protein, minimal, as little as possible fat. It's like opposite of keto. Okay, keto, you like a lot of fat, no carbohydrates. You always want to have the protein, and this is the reason for that. So if you think about the 3 macronutrients and their function within the body, protein is there to build and repair muscle. So you always need to keep your protein high. And for bodybuilders, what that number usually is around 1 pound or 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And that's pretty standard and accepted. You can go above it as much as 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight, but you don't want to go underneath it. Because what this is ensuring is that no matter how much of the other macronutrients, you have at least enough protein to maintain your muscle. Then we move on to carbohydrates. Its main purpose in the body is to provide energy. And so that's why, what happens is people go on keto and they convert their energy source from carbohydrates to fat stores. And while in theory that can sound like a good idea, you'd rather have your carbohydrates high because your body prefers to utilize carbohydrates. You'll keep your energy up, and if your fat is low, the macronutrient fat is made to be stored in the body. It's made to be a reserve source of energy for when carbohydrates are no longer coming in. And this is to protect you on an evolutionary scale from starvation. So when you start to starve, you have reserves that are able to be burnt. Fat burns slower than carbohydrates. That's by design. So in a low-fat diet, you are keeping your carbohydrates high, you have high energy. You're not eating hardly any fats. It's minimal. It's like a tablespoon and a half of olive oil, and then whatever you get from your meat. That's all the fat that you want to consume. There's nothing to be stored. No fat is not being converted to anything. It's not being stored. Nothing with fat. The carbohydrates are carrying the proteins to the muscles to repair, and the rest are being used for energy. And what happens is you start just melting fat away. So every popular bodybuilder, every successful bodybuilder, pretty much I would say 95% of them utilize properly a low-fat diet, and they carb cycle, meaning that some days they have very low carbs, some days they have medium carbs, some days they have high carbs. And they are the ones that are able to get the most peeled out of anybody on the planet. So that's the plan as far as diet-wise. High protein, high carbohydrates, extremely low fat. That's what we've been doing. And then every weekend or once a week, we'll refill our carbohydrate. We'll spike carbohydrates. We'll add in a little more fat. But really, you don't want to add in very much fat. You want to always keep the fat low. That's the goal for a low-fat diet. But we'll spike the carbohydrates, get glycogen back into the muscles, fill back out. That's also, food is very anabolic, especially when you're in a depleted state. So we'll fill back out and then do the whole process again, week after week. By week 12, I'll be looking like a Greek god. I'll be looking like I'm carved out of literal marble. And so we're 2 days away from completing week 1. That's exciting, especially when you start to see the changes in the mirror. That's when you can start to get excited. So that's the story. I've been talking too much, especially pre-workout, because I haven't even had my pre-workout yet. And I want to get in the gym and just absolutely crush chest, shoulders, get that nice shoulder pad look to me, and really run it up. So without anything else, we'll see you in the gym.
All right, here we are, back, incline bench, warm up here, then we'll go up. But let's get going. All right, 225, let's go. All right, so we're going to do 225 here. That's mostly because I haven't done chest and shoulders in a while. So I want to make sure that when I attack the weights, I get a good rep range and I'm not overextending myself. We'll eventually, maybe not, depending on how this set goes, maybe we'll go up in weight. But if not this time, the next time we'll go up. Anyways, let's get after it. Set number one. There we go. That's one good one. We'll keep it there. Do at least 1, 2, maybe 3 more sets. We'll see. All right, here we go. Set number 2. Better than the first. Harder than the first. Gonna go for 12 reps, 12 good reps. Get the chest going. Let's go. One more. All right, 11 good reps. Do at least one more set. Get how many we can. All right, so definitely been pushing towards at least just one under failure. Of course, I'm not failing because I don't have a spotter, but definitely been pushing the weight, so fatigue of the chest is already coming into play. But this is set number 3. I'm going to go for at least 8, but would rather hit 10. I think 10 would be a good number. Let's do it. Last one. All right, as you can see, not as many as the first, but I'm still getting good reps in. So I think I'm gonna do one more set, and then we'll move on to some flies. All right, so I decided to do something a little bit different for the last set. As you can see, I went down in weight, 135, and we're going to return to what I used to call RP sets. So the premise of the set is to go as slow as possible on the negative and as slow as possible on the positive. And we'll see how many reps we get. Obviously, it's more about the tension than the reps and just doing as much as I can. So here we go. Come on. Let's go. Fuck. Here we go, last one. That was a good set. If I had a spotter, I could have done 2 more, but don't want to risk injury doing something stupid. So that's enough of that. Let's go do incline fly. All right, next up, we got incline fly, and we're doing 60s, 12 reps. I'm gonna take each one as hard as I can, so let's go. Ah, good first one. Here we go, number 2. Ah, that's 2. Here we go, number 3. Right in the first 2. Come on. Ah. Ah. Shit. All right, one more. All right, upper chest fatigue starting to sit in, but we're gonna have one more set of these, hard as we can go. Then we'll move on to some flat bench flies. So here we go. Ah. All right, next. All right, next up we got flies. And I'm thinking I might incorporate some presses, maybe 2 sets of flies, 2 sets of presses. But my chest is feeling it. We're pumped. We're fatigued. So I'm going to go 70 pounds here. Let's get after it. Ah. 11. Ooh. Yeah, one more like that. Then we'll probably do 1 set of presses. All right. Chest fatigue kicking in. But it's all good. We're going to do 1 more set of flies, many as we can do. And then we'll do 1 set of presses with this weight and then move on. So let's get it. That's it. So we're gassed. All right, last set here. And instead of flies, we're going to do presses. See how many we can get, but we're pretty much fatigued. Anyways, let's roll with it. Come on. Yep, we're gassed. All right, let's do something else. All right, here we go. Low cable flies, 30 pounds each. Let's run it. Come on. 3 more. We're really working on etching in the chest, so let's do it. There we go. 2 more. One more. So let's finish this one out strong. Come on. All right, pec deck. All right, up next, we're on the familiar pec deck. We're doing 190, and we'll take it one set at a time, but this is really to finish off the meat of the chest. Here we go. All right, that's one. There we go. 2 more. Working. Yeah, we about had it. I'll do one more, give it all I got, and then chest pretty much done with. All right, final set. Chest pretty much gassed. We're gonna give it all we got, and then see what's next. Here we go. Fuck. All right, we'll give it a couple breaths. Try to get 2 more reps. Here we go. That's all we got. All right, next, pullovers. All right, chest is pretty much done in. We got our work done for chest. But now, as you guys know, I like to put the serratus, which are the shark gill type muscles right on your rib cage. And we're gonna do 80 pounds of pullovers. We'll do 4 sets of 12, and then it'll be time for some shoulder work. So let's go. All right, done with chest. Time for some shoulders. We're gonna go lateral raise. We're gonna spam these. 4 sets, maybe 5. and just get the shoulders pumped. So let's go. 45 pounds. Eight. All right, enough of that. Let's go to lateral raise machine. One more lateral raise movement. All right, without a doubt, solid pump already, and we're fatigued from the entire workout. Let's see how long we've been in here. Hour 23, so we still got a little bit of time. But I'm going to hit 2 sets here with the shoulder lateral raise machine. That'll finish off the lateral delt, the medial delt, side medial delt. And then probably do 1 front, 1 back, rear delt, I guess I should say. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. 2 sets here. That's number 1. Just one more. One more here. Let's make it count. Let's go. That's 2 drop. Jeez. All right, all she wrote for that. I'm thinking dumbbell alternate front raise is next. Let's do it. All right, we're now on to what many of you know as my favorite exercise, alternate dumbbell front raise. I'm going to do at least 2 sets of these. My shoulders are pretty fatigued, especially the front delt, because a lot of chest and pressing movements I do involve the front delt. But we're going to do at least 2 sets of these, starting off with this first one. Let's get it. Favorite exercise. All right, one more, just like that. Woo. All right, here we go. Number 2, and got to be better than the first. And this is the last one I'm doing for the front delt, so got to get in there and really burn them down. Let's go. Come on. Fuck. Whew. Yeah, I got all I could out of that one. All right, let's do some rear delt. We're feeling it. Shirt soaked. Love that. Feel a renewed drive in the gym here. And I feel like I'm getting over the ailments I had. I'm ready to go. I'm dialed in. So we're going to do dumbbell rear delt, 4 sets of these. Really tapping into the back of the shoulder. Let's do it. Ah! All right, enough of those. I think I want to hit one trap exercise just to finish off the entirety of the shoulders. So we'll do good old trusty easy bar shrugs. Let's do it. All right, here we go. We're going to do 4 sets, over and under, 15 reps each. Here we go. Oh, one. Ah. Two. Ah. Woo. All right. Let's do some abs. Whew. All right, for abs, we're going back to an old favorite, crunches. We're just going to spam these. Probably 4 sets. We'll see how many reps we can do. It's been a minute. Here we go. I'll do 2 more like that. Let's go. Oh, oh, oh. That's all, folks. Chest, shoulders.
What's going on, guys? Here we are back in the kitchen post chest and shoulder day. We also got some abs in, and very happy with how the lift went. I feel like the lift went as good as it could have. I really feel like it went pretty well, especially due to the fact that the last few days I've been having trouble getting back to the drive, the real gnarly, drive that you get in the gym. And I feel like I returned to it a little bit today. My shirt was soaked by the end of the workout, and I feel like I'm getting back into it, which feels good, especially coming off an illness. You get off an illness, you have a deload week, and when you get back into the gym, maybe you feel like you've regressed a little bit, and it's not feeling the same. You just got to keep going back. And today for me, it finally feels like it's starting to pick up. So I feel like we went hard. We went in, we did chest. The incline bench was good. I have reduced the weight. Every weight was reduced a little bit, but that's because I came off of that deload and I want to build it back up. And it's going to be difficult, even more so because I'm now in a calorie deficit. I am starting to feel that a little bit. We're on day 5 of the deficit, but it feels good. I feel good. The meals are going down easy. And of course, I wish I had more food. That's the only thing we're running into, but we will be getting more food on Saturday. So we're just 5 days away. Not too long. We'll be fine. But I am dead beat tired. I'm so exhausted after that lift, which another good sign that I gave it my all. But the day's not over because today I didn't do the cardio in the morning. I have to do the cardio next. So I'm doing the cardio after this little video that I'm giving you guys. It's about to thunderstorm right now. I'm looking outside, the clouds are dark. So I won't be able to go outside and do my cardio outside, but I will be doing it on the treadmill. And we got the college football championship coming up later tonight. I think that Michigan is going to win, but we'll have to see if I eat my crow on the next video. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, that's the story. Like I said, I'm tired, but I'm going to get this cardio done. Good work today. Day 5, we're stacking days, and the body is coming in nicely. So thanks for watching. See you next time.